Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing News.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Jaime Munguia wants all the smoke. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And we start with Michael Benson. And he states that Jaime Munguia is set to face Gabe Rosado in October. And then, if he wins, face Sergey Derevyanchenko in a WBC final eliminator to determine Charlo's next mandatory opponent. The WBC president, Mauricio Suleiman, has confirmed. So basically they're saying that Jaime Munguia, he's facing Gabriel Rosado next, and if he's successful, then he'll face Sergey Derevyanchenko in an eliminator to be the next opponent for Charlo. So that's a good list of fights for Jaime Munguia. That's a challenging list of fights for Jaime Munguia, and we don't know if he can win all or any of those fights. That is very interesting, and I can respect Jaime Munguia for wanting all that smoke in a row. That's really impressive. And not only that, when you look at Gabe Rosado, this guy is coming off of a massive win against Beck the Bully by knockout. And, this is a challenging fight for Jaime Munguia. I mean, most people would look at this as a 50-50 fight. If you look at Gabe Rosado, you see that Gabe Rosado's coming off an impressive knockout victory over Beck the Bully. He was not favored to get that, but he's a veteran with power, with smarts. He's crafty, and he came through and got the knockout win. So this is going to be no easy task for Jaime Munguia. It's basically a 50-50 fight. If Jaime Munguia gets past Gabriel Rosado, then he has Sergey Derevyanchenko next, which could also be considered a 50-50 fight. You look at Jaime Munguia, he's very strong, he's big, he's long. So the guy, he has some advantages here over a guy like Sergey Derevyanchenko, but at the same time, he's no slouch. It's going to be a competitive fight. And then if he's successful in that fight as well, then he'll finally get to Charlo. And at the end of the day, Charlo has not looked impressive lately. Fighting a bunch of cherry picks, cab drivers, garbage men. And so at the end of the day, you see Jaime Munguia, I would even give him a good chance to beat a guy like Charlo. All of these fights can be considered 50-50 fights, toss-up fights, close competitive fights. So none of these fights are not winnable, but all of these fights are winnable for a guy like Jaime Munguia. You even see that Jaime Munguia has stated since 2019 that his ultimate goal is to fight Charlo, and this is the road that's put in front of him to do just that. So that would be excellent. When you take a deeper look at who Jaime Munguia is, you see the guy, you see that Jaime Munguia is only 24 years old. He's 6 feet tall. He's still a work in progress. The guy has an 81% knockout rate. And, he's 37-0 with 30 knockouts. So he has a lot of power. He's big. He's strong. He has a good chin. And he's improving fight by fight by fight. And, he's training with Mexican Hall of Fame legend Erik Morales. So any improvements that you continue to see in his game is coming from Erik Morales. I think that this is a good path for Jaime Munguia. I think this is a way for him to develop and get better. And I think it's good that Jaime Munguia simply wants all the smoke.